What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 401 of Community Universe Mode edition number 105, baby, of Genesis, of course. On the tomorrow is no good. Ixnay on the Friday. But this is the go-home edition, my friends. This Sunday, that's right, this is the Gen exclusive pay-per-view Exodus coming your way. An absolutely stacked top to bottom. 5 championship matches, and of course the introduction of the CMV Universe, first time ever, Rage in a Cage, as 6 men are going to be trapped inside of the Devil's Dome. 30 minutes will be put on the clock. Superstar with the most pin missions by the end of that time limit will walk out as the Anarchy champion. Of course, we know heading into that matchup, defending the belt will be Alistair Knox. His challengers being Tyson Cage, Eric Thunder, Reese Matthews, Zach Cage, and as we found out last week, Lance Martini as the 6th man. We see some of the men who will be inside of that Rage in a Cage matchup in action tonight, including the return of Zach Cage, as he'll be going one-on-one with Alistair Knox. But kicking off the show here, guys, for a packed card, as always, is the Black Gale in action. His 3rd Genesis matchup in his CMV career. He was a part of that Last Chance 6-pack challenge last week. He actually made it to the last 3. Was so close to getting that last spot inside of Rage in the Cage, but once more fell through. He's hoping to finally get a victory here on Friday night, as he's got a big opportunity laying in front of him in the form of the former CMV United States champion, Samuel Boone, who was also a part of that 6-pack challenge last week. He was actually the first one eliminated. It was supposed to be a grand return for him. 8 months he was out on injury. Hopefully his matchup here against Gale will go a little bit better. What up, Assassin, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And here we go, the purveyor of Boone Juice. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Samuel Boone is back. And guys, like I said, a great night of action ahead. Of course, our main event is going to be that colossal 8-man tag team matchup as Click, Bob Luger, Xander Slate, Randy Borton, and Reese Matthews, well, they were supposed to take on Vintage Josh Wolf and Tim LaFave, but earlier this week, guys, it was a horrific sight, if I do say so myself. We all know that I'm a big supporter of Tim, and he was a good friend of mine, but Bob Luger trying to better his chances of walking out this Sunday as a 3-time Out World Champion. He, along with his boys, brutally beat down Tim LaFave in the garage, in the parking lot, broke his arm, and left him bloodied on the concrete floor, guys. And general manager Cass LaFave, of course, Tim's mother, has personally let me know that Tim will not be able to make it to this Sunday, will not be able to make it to that Fatal 4-Way Alpha World Championship match, which means it is now a triple threat, and Cass has no idea when Tim will be able to return. It seems to be a constant, just downward spiral for Tim LaFave especially these past 6 months or so. But Click claiming yet another victim since they arrived here on Genesis. They formed, rather. So now the question is, who is going to fill in for Tim? Vintage and Josh Wolf have been told by Cass LaFave, my goodness, that they can find a replacement. I don't have a whole lot of time. The main event, just 6 matches away, as this matchup between Gale and Samuel Boone gets underway. It already spills to the outside. What up, Flame Wolf? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Don't recall ever seeing you before. Count of 6 already. Gonna get that count out. Fucking win already here. Oh boy. Uh-oh. A poor return for Samuel Boone, as he's thrown overhead. I think a count of 8 we just got from referee Perry White here. Come on, throw him back in, Gale. Oh boy, 9, that's close. by the skin of their teeth. Gale and Samuel Boone going to continue this match clean in the ring. As we get a tweet here, guys, from Jack Dialop, who says, after what happened on Fusion, I bet you're all expecting an explanation, but ask yourself if you deserve one. Hashtag swerve. And, of course, Dialop referring to the fact that after he and Rob Cross were able to defeat Chris Diamond and Johnny Columbus, well, that definitely was a big swerve, as Cross and Dialop actually ended up aligning with Diamond to brutally beat the hell out of Columbus. Diamond kicking Columbus out of the Ballers Club and instead inducting Cross and Dialop. I guess putting their past aggressions aside, now coming together, but we know that this Sunday, beautiful DDT by Gale. It will be Dialop, Cross, and Diamond in a triple threat for Chris's Rising Star Championship, but Chris saying that it'll be a friendly triple threat. As Gale... Oh, is that Homeboy? Oh, you're the guy that had the Vixen, right? I was trying to tell Kappa about you, but I completely forgot your name and your cause name. Elbow drop by Samuel Boone, the former CMV United States champion. Like I said, had 8 months on the shelf. Returned last week in that six-pack challenge, but didn't really go his way. He was the first eliminated rather quickly. He obviously didn't have his Boone juice, but it seems like he had a can before coming out here tonight. Nasty butterfly DDT there by Gale. We had a lot of main card debuts here tonight, guys. Up next, Reese Ortiz. Going to be debuting as he takes on the big dog, Peter Thompson, who's back in action for the first time in 3 weeks. And, of course, Thompson set to battle Adam Valentine in No Holds Barred this Sunday. So definitely looking to knock off any ring rust he might have and pick up some momentum as we get another picture-perfect DDT off the top rope there by Gale. We're also going to see Eric Skarsgård. And when I tell you that this guy has that Viking blood... just wait until you see him. You don't have to take my word for it. I saw him walking around earlier backstage, and I seen him in the Performance Center. I do not envy Twisted tonight, who's going to be stepping into the ring with him. And we've also got RGP, Roger Polerman, debuting in the Coleman event. He'll be taking on Markintel, of course, the Big Red Machine, set to challenge Chris Andrews for the International title. And this Sunday, we'll get more to that later on, as Gale now, guys, goes to the apron, and we know that this means only one thing. Gale beckoning for Boone to rise up to his feet as he looks to pull the trigger. Blackout. Samuel Boone going night-night as Gale hooks that leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Samuel Boone, where was that last week, my friend? Able to survive the blackout, which not many guys can say they have. Rebounds off the ropes now. It's Gale looking for perhaps a Hurricanrana DDT, but instead gets a drop toe hold. Might have chipped a tooth as he smashed face first off that canvas. And a tweet here, guys, all from Josh Wolf, who says, my blood is boiling and I'm ready to fight. I hope my tag team partners will be the same way. And I'm sure that Vintage, I'm sure Joey Bacon and El Jefe are certainly ready to get their hands on Xander Slate and Randy Borton. Boone rallies a comeback here. Gale looking for refuge in the corner. Don't know if he's going to find it. Of course, last week, remember, Click were able to retain their tag team titles against Vintage, but thanks to a poll on the website, the CM Universe voted for Vintage to get another shot, and that will happen this Sunday. Jeez Louise, Gale just got his face smashed in there. Second turnbuckle, up close and personal. That took it out of Boone, though. You can see as he drops down to one knee. And, of course, Click let out a challenge, telling Bacon and El Jefe that they could pick the stipulation for that title match this Sunday. You know, Slate and Borton said, we already beat you clean, let's turn it up a notch. And Bacon and El Jefe choosing an elimination tables matchup this Sunday. A first in CMV, as now we get a beautiful cutter off the second rope by Samuel Boone, who hooks the leg of Gale now. Will that be enough to finish it? Official Perry White only counts 1, and Boone can't believe it, astonished here. Boone right back into position, though, as he looks to unleash the Boone juice, baby. Gale could be in big-time trouble, spinning a hook right to the side of the head. 1, 2, no, only a 2 count. Gale does not want his third time on Genesis to be another loss. Boot right up under the chin. But again, guys, Vintage and Josh Wolf, they don't have a whole lot of time to find a replacement. Tim LaFave taken out by Click. And now this Sunday, it'll be a triple threat for the Alpha World title. Bob Luger, MLP, of course, defending, and Elijah Stewart. We're going to see tonight, guys, in our tertiary main event, just for you, Cop. Elijah Stewart and MLP one-on-one for the first time ever. I'm actually extraordinarily excited for that matchup. MLP has been on a hot streak a mile long since winning the title 3 weeks in a row. He's beaten 3 former world champions. Will he make it 4 for 4? And continue that train of momentum. I gotta say, I think I might have to put my money on MLP this Sunday. Even though the odds are against him, he won't even have to be pinned to lose his title. I think I'm still going with Pratt to retain. Let's look at Boone right now with this figure 4 head scissors, just controlling Gale, but finally able to escape now, brings him into a front headlock. Up against the ropes, and Gale has won matches off of this before, guys. Spinning no uppercut. As he jumps off the run, I'm going to go for the pin, though. Instead, puts Boone into a seated position. Great back and forth opening matchup, by the way, between these two. Not taking anything away from either of them, but I didn't think I expected it to be so great. Another attempt at the Hurricane DDT, and once again, Boone with a drop toe hold, able to counter it. Brought up to a vertical base hook to the jaw from behind. Boone with a Osaka street cutter. That is a simply gorgeous move you do not see a whole lot, especially in a CMV ring, but Gale got that jaw of steel, apparently. Able to recuperate pretty quickly. Tries for another Osaka street cutter, maybe, but countered by Gale into a vertical suplex instead. Oh, now Gale. He usually only resorts to this when he has to, when he's desperate. Samuel Boone about to go for a ride down the sobering, stormy whiskey river, something like that. The bridging reverse package powerbomb. 1, 2. Are you kidding, by the way? What? Samuel Boone able to kick out of a blackout and a bridging reverse package powerbomb now. The former United States champion bringing the... He really did have his Boone juice. Might have had 2 cans. My goodness. Arm drag, though. Counter there by Boone, who closes back. And there's the spinning hook to the head again as he hooks the leg. But that might be luck for Gale striking. Indeed it is. Rope break. Good call by referee Perry White there. Saw that Gale's hand was under the bottom rope. Now Gale has an opportunity to battle back. Yes, you're actually a full 24 hours earlier this time, Diamond. This is our opening matchup here on Friday Night Genesis number 105, 401 on CMV. I had to do a double today because tomorrow's no good. My boy's coming back from college, and we got those tickets to the Star Wars premiere. So, you know. And we're going to fuck soon. It's a busy day. As Gale now lining up the shot on Boone. Looking to take it home, but Samuel sensed it. Clutching up for a big reversal, crosses the arms now. DDT out of the straight jacket. Boone looking to garner some energy from the CMV universe. We're certainly happy to see him back. Gale not only battling against Samuel Boone here, but battling his inner demons and his addiction, but he might fall short a 3rd time with the boot to the side of the head. No lucky rope break this time for Gale. Middle of the ring, and the... Gale kicking out of... what? Look at Boone with that disrespect. Walking over the back. Gale is pissed as he gets to his feet. And Boone might have just made a big mistake. He might have woken up the dragon. Reversal, though, as I think Gale might have been looking for a GTS. This your butcher. I gotcha. A tweet here, guys, from John Reed says, men surround the ring. Men want to keep you and me in the ring. Your blood will cover thy ring. No amount of men will keep you safe from me. As Boone looks to humiliate Gale with a Windsor knot and a kick right up the old bum. Now a hook of the leg. Boone hoping that'll be enough to get the 3 count, and it nearly is. Can you imagine being pinned off a Windsor knot? But John Reed, of course, referencing the fact that this Sunday he will step into the ring with CMV Hall of Famer, former Genesis General Manager Dave Turner, in CMV's first ever Lumberjack match. After John Reed brutally, viciously beat down Turner last week following the steel cage match against Alistair Knox, Dave Turner wants a match against Reed, but the only way that Cass would give him a match against the fallen angel at Exodus was if men were surrounding the ring to make sure that they stay in the ring. As look at this now, Boone, a second cut off the second turnbuckle, now pumps up his kicks. Making sure that kick is prime and ready to go with a fourth time be the charm. Bam! No, Gale counters it this time. Has it well scouted. Up against the ropes, Gale rebounds. Euro uppercut number 2. Again, does not pin, which if you ask me is a crucial mistake. Every time you think you might have your opponent beat, you gotta take advantage. Instead, Gale with a lifting reverse DDT here. Curtain call. Hooks that leg. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Black Gale up to his feet. Oh, to the apron. Gale channels those forces. Blackout again. Connects successfully. Hooks the leg. That's gotta be it. Uno, dos. Are you okay? Are you kidding? I think I might be more pissed than Gale right now. How the hell did Boone kick out of a second blackout? Are you kidding me? Now a Phoenix Splash attempted, but Boone moves out of the way. Match of the year these two are putting on to open up the show. I gotta be honest, I didn't think it'd go much longer than a couple of minutes, but they're proving me wrong. Rage in a Cage is a new match concept to CMV. It is an Armageddon Hell in a Cell with 30 minutes on the clock, and whichever superstar has the most pins or submissions by the end of that time limit will walk out of Exodus as the CMV Anarchy Champion. Misses that leg drop, does Boone, hooks the leg. Of course, that match type is coming your way this Sunday at Exodus. Alistair Knox defends his title against Tyson Cage, Eric Thunder, Reese Matthews, Zach Cage, and Lance Martini. Of course, we're going to see Knox in action tonight. He'll be taking on the returning Zach Cage, who's been out for nearly 2 months. Looks to bring an end to Knox's seemingly unstoppable momentum. Of course, remember, Knox retaining last week against Dave Turner has tied Chris Andrews' record for most defenses as an Anarchy Champion. If he can somehow survive the Rage in a Cage this Sunday, which I'm not going to doubt him again like I did at Death Wish in the 6-pack challenge, he'll break that record. A third time the Euro uppercut busts Boone wide open. Gale now turns to the CM Universe. Now he has this shot lined up. If he gets this off, Boone cannot kick out. There's no way. After all he's endured down the sobering whiskey river. Gets it off. 1, 2, 3, and Gale certainly was not easy, but gets the victory once and for all. Mamma mia, baby. What a match. First W on Genesis for Gale. Boone. He had to down maybe a 6-pack of Boone juice, the performance he put on, but it was not enough. What a contest, though. 10 out of 10. Look at that. Osaka Street Cutter. Glorious move. Gale. Oh, I didn't even notice Gale got busted open, by the way. There's blood. Wait a minute. Who's that coming out of the dark? Sean Kent, guys. Sean Kent rushing the ring here. Attacking Black Gale. What the hell? Now kick right to the side of that head. What the hell is Sean Kent doing here? Attacking Black Gale. Knee up under the chin. Oh my God. Gale in big trouble. Sean Kent lining him up. Looks for the GTS, but Gale, after going through that grueling match, battles back against Kent, looks for the bridge reverse package powerbomb. Such this isn't a matchup though, Kent. Tries to steal it with a victory roll. Oh, now Gale looking for the butterfly DDT, but Sean Kent able to flip out of it. Now front headlock. Perry White calling for these two to stop. Calling for security. Oh no. Sean Kent looking at choke out there. Look at that, ripping him up. His legs flailing. Gale now motionless on the canvas. Sean Kent standing above him. I guess Kent not happy. You know what I actually bet it is that earlier this week it was announced that on the pre-show of Exodus we'd see Sean Kent and Black Gale one-on-one. I gotta assume that Kent was softening Gale up there with that attack, and he did just that. Gale unconscious in the ring as security finally makes it down the ramp, and Kent now willingly leaving with the damage already done. Gale having to get carried out by the medical crew here. As we get set for our next matchup of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Reese Ortiz makes his main card debut, battling the big dog, baby. Pierre Thompson, who's in action for the first time since Death Wish. After suffering that brutal steel chair attack by Adam Valentine, Pierre Thompson's been out wrestling an injury, but he's back. Turning after, during, it was Adam Valentine versus Tyson Cage. Remember, Pierre came out and caused a disqualification, which inadvertently got Valentine the win. But now they're set to collide, finally bring their bad blood to an end. Adam Valentine, Pierre Thompson, one-on-one, no holds barred. Every time they've fought before, Valentine has had Pierre's number. Will he again at Exodus? We'll have to wait and see, but tonight we're going to find out if Thompson has got some ring rust on him, if he can knock it off. Pick up that last bit of momentum before the pay-per-view. Ay, ay, ay. Here he comes, the mean-mugging Reese Ortiz. Been competing for the last month or so in Reality Wrestling and has yet to get a victory. Most recently, last week, he was involved in a fatal four-way. Was not able to come out with the win. Perhaps here on Genesis, with the light shining bright, get himself a big W over a former international champion. And I'd even say Pierre CMV veteran at this point. I'd give him that moniker. Been here about 2 years. Nearly 2 years at least. Yeah, passed by Ortiz earlier tonight backstage, and I tried to get a word with him like I have before. I said, hey, Reese, how you feeling about your big debut, man? Good luck. I hope you do well for yourself. He just lifted up his shades again, shook his head, dropped them back down, and walked away. I don't know what this guy's a problem with me. I'm not sure, but let's sit back and bask in the glory of this entrance for a moment. Gets my tingling every time, guys. The big dog, prime time, baby. Pierre Thompson is back and is ready to finally put down Valentine this Sunday. But first, he's got to bury some young talent tonight. And guys, I just received word, from Josh Wolf. Just sent me a text saying, we found a partner for that main event. Click might have taken out Timmy Boy, but we've got backup in the form of the Bloody Brit, baby. Chris Andrews. First of all, I want to know how Josh got my number. But second of all, holy shit, talk about a replacement, guys. Chris Andrews, lucky he's even here because he wasn't set for action prior. But Click taking out Tim, Vintage and Josh, recruiting the international champion for that 8-man tag later on in our main event. Oh, man. So now it's going to be Click against Vintage, Josh Wolf, and Chris Andrews. Looking forward to that one. But first up, here we go. It is Reese Ortiz. Did he spit in his hands? If I were Pierre, I'd be like, nah. Nah, I quit this man. Oh, a handshake. All right, I like to see that. So apparently it truly is only me that Reese Ortiz has a problem with. shaking Pierre's hand there. I wouldn't have shaken his hand, by the way. Did Pierre see that he spit in his hand? I think that might have actually been disrespect by Ortiz, kind of. Because he literally just hocked a loogie right into the palm of his hand and then shook Pierre. It's a bit of a dick move. But now a trip up by Ortiz, threatening a punch. You know, in a matchup, you should probably actually punch your opponent. Jesus Christ, though, Ortiz just about decapitated there on the ropes. Now an inverted suplex, gonna drop Ortiz straight down onto his face. Still a lot to get to here tonight, guys. Before that colossal 8-man tag main event, we've got the debut of Eric Skarsgård. And again, words do not do this man justice. You just have to wait and see. He'll be taking on Twisted, and I gotta say, you know, Twisted, I wish you all the, I'm praying for you, my friend. We've also got Zach Cage returning to action. First time in over 2 months since he had to vacate the international title at the end of last season. He takes on Anarchy champion Alistair Knox. Will Cage be the man to finally bring an end to Knox's seemingly unstoppable momentum as Reese gonna plant Pierre face first into the mat with that reverse STO, and now a lion salt by Ortiz. Nice combination there. Irish whip now. Pierre rebounds off the ropes. Nice chest bump showing good sportsmanship once again. Or perhaps Reese spit on his chest as well. A couple of back elbows. Thompson with a third now going to set himself free. I'm going to crack the rib too. Reese Ortiz favoring his midsection now. A flapjack off the fireman's carry. Also to come, guys, we got Elijah Stewart, MLP, for the first time ever, one-on-one. And I am so excited. MLP, 3 weeks. He's beaten 3 former world champions. Will he make it 4 for 4? Will Elijah bring his run to an end, heading into that triple threat Alpha World title match this Sunday, play of the day, and now Pierre Thompson looks to bring it all together with the highlight, but Reese Ortiz obviously doing his homework as he slaps the temples to counter and save himself. Into the corner, he says it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Yo, what up, goat, my boy? And of course, in our co-main event, it'll be RGP, Roger Pullerman, taking on the #1 contender for the international title in Marcantel. Big opportunity for Pullerman, no doubt about it, but Marcantel looks for that victory on the road to challenge Chris Andrews for his international title this Sunday. Look at that kick to the back of the head by Ortiz. That's just about as vicious as it can get. Pierre Thompson is out cold. Now Reese hooks the leg. Will that be enough? No. Pierre Thompson gets his shoulder up off the kick. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I got to battle it back. No, I don't want to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. Okay, I think I saved myself, guys. If I sneeze, I'll get snot all over my phone, you know? Can't have that, but now a camel clutch applied as Pierre looks to fuck his ass, break his back, and make him humble. Ortiz, though, not looking to have any of those 3 things happen to him. Able to escape successfully. Now up onto the shoulders, power slam, maybe into the corner, and then to the center of the ring, or the other corner, rather. That is some power on display right there. Hey, what up, 702? Yeah, guys, this Sunday, Exodus is a great-looking card. 5 championship matches. The first ever Rage in a Cage match, Armageddon Hell in a Cell for the Anarchy Championship. A lumberjack match between John Reed and Dave Turner. Rings of Saturn applied right now by Ortiz. And, of course, one of the matchups I'm probably most looking forward to on the card, guys, Matsuda Tanaka, the RJPW champion, makes a CMV debut against Jaquan Shea. And, of course, don't forget the main event. Now a triple threat match for the Alpha World Championship. Bob Luger has become a 3-time Alpha World Champion. Elijah Stewart has become 2-time, while MLP looks for a successful first defense in a big Uranagi slam by Thompson there. And, of course, Pierre Thompson will be in action this Sunday, battling Adam Valentine in a no-holds-barred match. Got the Rising Star title on the line. Jack Dialop, Rob Cross, and Chris Diamond defending the belt. We just heard that it'll be Black Gale and Sean Kent in a pre-show matchup, as well as just announced earlier this week, guys, Ray Furioso and Josh Wolf will be going one-on-one on the pre-show. As we get an Irish whip, Pierre Thompson in the corner, Reese Ortiz slowly approaching him. Ortiz, what the hell is he looking for here? Lawn dart! Thompson face first into that second turnbuckle, and he's bleeding bad, guys. I know he got busted open earlier, but that is actually a nasty cut. Spear attempted by Reese, but well scouted by Thompson. Pierre now turns to the CMV Universe, who acknowledge the big dog. They're behind him 110%. What a neck breaker there. Woo, mama, another butterfly suplex too. Grabbing him by the ears, bringing him up to his feet. Irish whip puts him in the corner. Thompson looking to bring it all together. Nothing pretty about to come out of this corner. Oh yeah, Pierre looking to bust some muscles. That is a career-ending maneuver, guys. But it might just be enough to get the 1, 2, 3 for Pierre here. As he hooks the leg. 1, 2. No. Reese Ortiz with that stamina, that resiliency on display to keep going. Oh, and speaking of Jaquan Shea, guys, here's a tweet from the former Anarchy champion that says, Matsuda Tanaka versus Jaquan Shea. Another classic in the books for this year. This year. Hashtag star main eventer. It's a star main eventer. Yeah, Jaquan Shea and the CMV Universe looking forward to that matchup. Big clothesline for Ortiz now as he brings Pierre to his feet. And grabbing him by the hair, Pierre says, nobody touches my hair. Reverse DDT, but look at the smarts on Reese to roar to the outside to recuperate here. Obviously can't be pinned or submitted. And here's a tweet, guys, from Chris Andrews, who says, Tim's out, Brit's in. Time to drink some lagers and beat some people up. And Chris Andrews, a last-second fill-in for Timmy Boy, who was taken out by Click. And that main event 8-man tag team matchup still to come. Lateral press, only a 1 count. Sister, great show. Jumping elbow drop now by Ortiz, who I gotta say I'm extraordinarily impressed with, by the way. What a matchup he is putting on. What a showing against Thompson. Certainly holding his own. Ball. There's the Superman punch. Out of nowhere. And that just about turned things around. Snap suplex. And Thompson. This has been a pretty hard-hitting match, and he's got a bout this Sunday. Adam Valentine, no holds barred. He's got a nasty cut on his face. Thompson's got to finish this match off, man. There's another flapjack. Will that do it? Middle of the ring. Hooks the leg. Perry White in a position. Oh, only a 2 count. Thompson arguing with the official. But his decision is final as Pierre now brings Reese up to a vertical base. Irish whip going to place him in the corner from behind. Looking for another muscle buster. Maybe if he hits this, it's going to be lights out. Reese placed up top. Folded up like an accordion. Drilling him right into the mat. Making sure there's no rope breaks. Hooks that leg. Uno, dos. What is with every... I think Samuel Boone might have left a 24-pack of Boone juice and everybody just been walking by drinking it. What is with the heart tonight? Everybody stays kicking out. Spear now by Ortiz. Holy moly. Cutting Pierre down to size. Jesus. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Jeez, man. Oh, no. Ortiz now. Making sure that Pierre stays down as he lines him up. Again, the kick to the back of the head. A huge victory inbound for Ortiz here in his Genesis debut as he flips Pierre over and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, my God. The big dog at Reese is livid. Ortiz now letting everybody know that he's still with it, making sure his moneymaker's okay, it's still intact, that all the ladies will still love him, but he wastes time there. As the CMV veteran, former international champion, right into the pin off of desperation. Only a 2 count, though. Punch up to the gut. Punches Pierre over in pain now. Reese closes in float over DDT, and that cut is just getting wider and wider on Pierre's face. Right on the forehead there. Blood. Oh no, Ortiz gonna introduce some dirty. Oh, okay. Just dragged him over. I guess we want him in that exact position to pin him. Why not? Let's look at this. Reese Ortiz up top, marking his dominance with a huge roar that echoes throughout the arena. And a tweet, guys, from Adam Valentine says, "Come on, Peter. If it was me in this match, this guy would have already been done." Adam Valentine, even though Pierre... Oh, no, there's spear by Ortiz. There might be a broken rib now, guys. Ortiz still not finished. Clothesline, though. He should have gone for the pin when he had the chance. Because now the big dog is angry. Goes for a punch to the back of the head. Ortiz, though, saw it coming. A third time this time, though. Pierre sees it coming. The wherewithal as he sidesteps in a neck breaker. And now Pierre's had enough. Perhaps he heard me read out that tweet over here at the announce table. Because we're about to get a highlight-worthy ending. 1, 2. Are you kidding me? Is that a joke? What the hell, dude? Can't get out of the highlight after taking 2 muscle busters. Pierre, look at this. Pierre's like, oh my god, what is this? What's this guy on? We got to get Reese Ortiz tested, ladies and gentlemen. I think he might have overdosed on boom juice. Now the foot DDT might be enough. Adam Valentine, we obviously know, is watching this matchup now in the backer at home. As Pierre in control, watching as Reese Ortiz desperately tries to get to his feet on the apron. What is it going to take to keep down Ortiz here for the 3 count, I wonder? Maybe Pierre's had enough. Maybe going to take that count-out win. Like I said, Pierre, Adam Valentine this Sunday at Exodus in a no-holds-barred match, man. Pierre's already busted open. He got that crimson mask. He can't afford an injury. Look at this off the apron now with a clothesline that turns Reese Ortiz inside out. Now Ortiz going to throw Thompson back into the ring. Primetime uses the ropes to get to a vertical base now as Reese re-enters the ring. Pierre's a little bit quicker, goes for the play of the day again, but a DDT puts him right down on top of his head. Dragging him away from the ropes in a lateral press here, huffing and puffing, both men drained. Still only a 2 count, these 2 opening matches. My God. Goes for the jumping cutter now. Reese Ortiz trying anything he possibly can to win this darn match. Now he's just going to get thrown into the form like a sack of dirty laundry. Clean across the ring. And a play of the day a second time. Round and around Ortiz goes, and he's hurting for certain. Thompson knows that as he comes up from behind, they're going to show off his always impressive power with a deadlift back suplex. Seated position now. Ortiz looks like he's in La La Land as he's put up on one knee. Punch to the side of the head, but a punch to the gut. Perhaps out of instinct, fighting back. But a front headlock now. The big dog with a European uppercut reels him into the corner. Oh, no. Oh, thought he might go for a third muscle buster. Instead, Ortiz going to get put up on the top rope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thompson with a back suplex and Reese falling right on his neck, guys. Thompson with that haste flips him over, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Thompson's like, I quit. I quit CMV. I quit wrestling. No, Thompson looks to pull the trigger to finally end this match. Highlight again. 1, 2, 3, and Pierre Thompson with the W. Holy shit, what a match. My God, dude. Pierre Thompson, baby. With the win over Reese Ortiz, but the furthest thing from easy. I gotta give it up to Ortiz. That was impressive. He not only held his own against Thompson, a former international champion, but damn near had Pierre beat on multiple occasions. Oh my God, Echo, are you ready? It's up next, baby. I already have your address from the last time, Echo. I already have Sam Schmalentine. Oh wait, so, yeah, unless you're somewhere new, then I need the new one. Pierre Thompson with the win this Sunday. He steps into the ring with Adam Valentine. No holds barred. The rulebook at the window at Exodus. But what kind of condition he's going to be in after that grueling bout? It's all about Randy Orton. It sure is, Devil. It sure is. Oh, baby. We've still got a lot to get to. This is only our third match of the Genesis card here, folks. And Eric Skarsgård gonna make his debut texted in his first Genesis match. We've got Elijah Stewart, MLP, first time ever one-on-one, Roger Polerman, and Mark Cantell in our co-main event. And of course, that man tag team main event, Click, Bob Luger, Sanders Slate, Randy Borton, Reese Matthews take on Vintage Josh Wolf and Chris Andrews, filling in for Tim LaFave. But first up, Jack Cage returns to action. Been out on the shelf for 2 months. Remember, it was the last Genesis of the season that Zach Cage actually beat Guri Sukhanov to become the new international champion. But in that match, he suffered a pretty bad concussion and unfortunately was forced to vacate his title. But Zach Cage fought, he trained, went through therapy to get his way back as soon as he could. And after Luke Swanson failed his drug test and was pulled from Rage in the Cage, Cass LaFave gave Zach Cage his spot. So Zach Cage is going to be inside Rage in the Cage. He's going to become a two-time Anarchy champion. As here he comes, a fan favorite, CMV veteran is back in action the first time this season, baby. Tonight, though, Zach Cage looks to bring an end to Alistair Knox's just train of momentum he's been on. Last week, Knox, in defeating Dave Turner inside of the steel cage to retain his title, tied Chris Andrews for most retentions as an Anarchy champion. If he can somehow walk out of Rage in the Cage this Sunday, still Anarchy champion, he will break that record. And like I said last week, I am not going to count Alistair Knox this time. I'm not going to count out Alistair Knox this time, because I did at Death Wish. I said there was no way he would retain in that six-pack challenge, but not only did he retain, he eliminated 4 of his 5 challenges, so I'm actually putting my money on Knox this Sunday. Well, here we go. The ominous, the man shrouded in mystery, the CMV Anarchy champion, Alistair Knox. One of the hottest runs I've seen in recent memory here in CMV. Him and MLP right up there neck and neck. Let's see if Alistair can remain unbeaten this season heading into Rage in the Cage this Sunday. I have to resist so much to not sing along with this song. It's one of the most difficult things I've ever done. Oh, so good. That's why I told Gumbo it's not fair. Alright, here we go. First time ever, Zach Cage, Anarchy Champion Aleister Knox, perhaps one of the biggest challenges of Knox's career. Zach Cage, a former Anarchy Champion, former International Champion, and Tag Team Champion. Remember last season alongside Nick Blake, the two of them reigned atop the Genesis Tag Division for 5 months. Let's look at this right out of the gate. Cage gonna show Aleister Knox a thing or two about wrestling as he takes apart that arm. And one thing you gotta know about Zach Cage is he is a submission expert. He's utilized many submission holds throughout his career. Most recently, towards the end of last season, what he actually tapped out Gary Suckanov with was that bridging Fujiwara armbar. So I'd say Knox got to be careful about that. But of course, Knox is a submission expert in his own right with that deadly censorship deep guillotine choke with his only 3 men have ever escaped from. That's what he's won every single one of his matches with. Only Jaquan Shea, Lance Martini, and Dave Turner can say they've escaped from that move. But in the end, they all also succumbed to it. Ooh, now a knee right to the side of the head. Yeah, Cop, we got to get on later and show Echo how to play. He thinks he's good. Kick to the chest now. Early on. Ooh, Cage. I was just about to say, Zach Cage early on showing us there's no ring rust on him, but then he got his face smashed off of Knox's knee there. As now Knox rolls over into a Campbell clutch. Not looking for a submission, trying to wear down Zach early on here. Echo, tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how hard you are to see Zach Cage back in CMV right now. As Knox from the second turnbuckle waiting for Cage to get up onto his feet for a DDT attempt, but to no avail. Cage sidesteps it. Able to see it coming now, an Irish whip. Rebounds as the Anarchy Champion off the ropes. Right to a super kick. Knox flung back into another dimension as Zach looks to bring it all together. Knee up to the chest and a deep arm drag. Love me a good arm drag. Now out of the corner. Big Josh Wolfhead with the Falcon Arrow. Zach Cage most definitely on the hunt here to return successfully with a big win over Aleister Knox. Perhaps it will be Cage who walks out of Rage in a Cage. 2 cages inside of Rage in a Cage. Where's Allie Cage though? Now boot up to the side of the head. Ooh. Doesn't go for a slingshot spear, but psyched me out instead. Irish whip out onto the apron. Forearm smash, though. Back into the ring. Kick to the midsection, caught by Zach. Spins him around, clothesline, floors him. Oh. Now into a beast bite by Zach Cage is cinching. I thought I was about to go for the Rings of Saturn, you know. Because every claw has to have that move on it. It's obligatory. Up onto the shoulders now, though. Fireman's carry position. Cage says, nah, reverse DDT instead. Brought up to a vertical base now. Zach Cage with a knee to the midsection. Kick to the chest. Spinning elbow. Kicks the back of the leg. And now a knee across the face. What a combo, guys. Aleister Knox in the most trouble I've seen him in this season. As Cage looks to finish with a small package driver. Oh, man. Did you see the arm fall out? That was wherewithal. That was the instinct of Knox to drop his arm as it fell onto the bottom rope to get him that rope break. Great sight by Perry White to see that. But now Cage on the top rope with a elbow drop straight out of the textbooks. Man, that small package driver was nasty looking too. That probably would have been enough. Knox has got to find a way to battle back into this one, and he does just that. Forearm smash now. Pump panel position. Oh, I don't even know what the hell that was, but a big old punch to follow through. As now he has Cage on his feet. Oh, and gets a taste of the knee. But Knox not done. Zach Cage is reeling. Aleister looks to finish him as he face plants. All of Zach Cage's own weight crumbling beneath him. As now Knox lines up the shot to remain unbeaten this season, but Zach Cage knew what was coming. He knew if he got locked in that censorship, it would be game over. Instead, it gets taken overhead, counter after counter. Now, wrong time to taunt. Knox, you're going to pay for it. Schoolboy looking to steal it, but a rope break again for Knox. Lucky positioning for the Anarchy Champion in this matchup, with a thigh slap right to the face. A million miles a minute they go back and forth. Who's going to take home the win, though? Double axe handle again. Aleister Knox ducks the clothesline, rebounds off the ropes. Looks like a big old clothesline as Zach Cage looks for refuge in the corner. Watch out, Perry. Knox now closes in. Throws him against the ropes. Off the... Ooh! Double boost to the temple. That was a thing of beauty. Knox takes a quick breather. This has been quite the match. But now Alistair looks to give it a second go as he waits for Cage to get to his feet. And whatever it is, censorship locked in, baby, locked in tight. And Zach Cage is just another victim as Knox gets the win. Wow. He jumped on him. Knox is like, yeah, you're going downtown, baby. Rolled through and everything. Oh, here we go. Handshake. Zach Cage back to his feet. What a match, man. Taking nothing away. Alistair offers the handshake and Cage accepts. Sportsmanship shown between these two. We'll see them both back together in the ring this Sunday inside of Rage in a Cage. Echo, are you ready though? Echo, is your dinghy getting hard right now? Because I know mine is, because we're about to see Eric Skarsgård make his CMV, ladies and gentlemen. Who has come so close so many times to actually getting into CMV. He was supposed to be a part of the original reality wrestling, which was supposed to be like a reality type of shit when. Then he was supposed to be on NGW, the first incarnation, but time ended up falling through. But finally, Skarsgård has made it to CMV as he debuts tonight against Twisted, the luchador from Mexico, who makes his first Genesis appearance, I should say. Still to come, guys. We got in our tertiary main event after this, Elijah Stewart and MLP for the first time ever, one-off-one ahead of that triple threat Alpha World title match. And the main event exists this Sunday. Then we got Roger Pullman making his Genesis debut, taking out Mark Until. Then that huge 8-man tag in the main event. As here we go. Look at this guy. Eric Skarsgård. You imagine a Viking. I close my eyes and this is what I see. He's got Viking blood. The size of this guy. Look at that beard. Jesus, it looks like he was a Viking frozen in like a wedge of ice. Just got thawed out. Oh, I said it earlier. I do not envy Twisted on this night. Mamma mia. Of course, I take nothing away from Twisted, and I don't deny that he can manage to win this matchup, but I think under the table, I'm going to put my money on Eric Skarsgård. Whew. Look at this guy, dude. Looks like he lives and breathes in the gym. Looks like he hasn't had a haircut since he was 10. Good God. And here it comes, Twisted. Ladies and gentlemen, gonna try to utilize those Lucha Libre skills to battle back Skarsgård in this one. Hey, what up, Vic? Vicky Vale. Up in her. Came so close again, Vic. So close. One of these days. Oh, pulling that Hayden, gotta go to every corner. Alright, dear God, I think something tells me we're about to see a murder in the ring. Eric Skarsgård twisted a one-on-one Genesis 105, 401 overall of CMV. As we are just a couple of days away from Exodus this Sunday, but it's actually Twisted who gets the first move out of the gate. With a neckbreaker, doesn't last long though. Skarsgård back up to his feet. Taken overhead though with a fireman's carry. Eric Skarsgård gotta be a good one. Actually, you know, he's surprisingly, like, he's not I wouldn't call him thick. I think Eric Skarsgård, maybe 5% body fat, but he's actually not that tall either, as I imagine he'd be. I mean, I'm never going to get close to the guy, so I can never tell you exactly how tall he is, but, oh, Vic with a subscription. Papa bless. I didn't even see that. Did you just do that, or did you do it when I wasn't streaming? Bless up, though, fam. Up onto the shoulders now. Looks like a rolling fireman's carry sent on by Skarsgård. Now looks to crack open Twisted's coconut. Good lord. Bashing his head right off the mat. Seated position now on one knee. Skarsgård with a punch to the top of the head. Another punch to the top of the head. Now grabs him. Big meaty claws just flings him back. Oh, it didn't even alert me, huh? And again, Jesus, Skarsgård. Is he aware he's in a wrestling match and not fighting for his village's honor? Not looking to appease the king. Look at this. Jesus, man, the ferocity of Skarsgård in this matchup. Twisted's bleeding, guys. He's got a cut above his eyes now, right under his hairline. Like 2 minutes into this matchup, Twisted's already cut. Skarsgård, it's like all he knows how to do is smash. Headbutts. Gotta hope that Twisted ain't HIV positive there. Punch to the back of the head. Now Skarsgård from behind with a seatbelt suplex. Oh, and look at Twisted grabbing at his neck, guys. That is never, ever a good sign. And now Skarsgård, dear God, what the hell is this? Belly to Bill, my God. He just threw him into the space. Jesus. Hooks the leg now. 1, 2. Only a 2 count somehow. Mamma mia. Guacamole. I don't know how Twisted survived. Oh, Dragon Wheel. Sunsinger. And now an elbow drop. Plants right across the chest. Stomp onto the arm. Face first. Twisted looks to make a comeback late in this matchup. It's been all Skarsgård pretty much from the bell going off. But now the Lucha Libre with a forearm smash, inverted atomic drop, and a scoop slam to bring it all together. Now it's Skarsgård who's in trouble as Twisted goes up to the top rope, perched up high, looks for a senton, or swanton bomb rather. Successfully executed, right across the chest he goes, now lining up the shot, super kick by Twisted. Hooks that tree trunk of a leg. 1, 2, only a 2 count. I'm surprised Twisted's foot didn't break by a super kick of that jaw of Skarsgård's. Twisted looking to garner the support of the CMV universe here. His first Genesis match. Oh, STO by Skarsgård though. And something tells me Eric doesn't care very much about the appraisal of the fans. I don't even know if this guy speaks English. I don't even know what he is. I don't even know if he's human. Rakes the ice now. Raking that cut on Twisted's head, rather. He's digging his fingers into it. Now a clothesline in the corner. Sending his head up into the cheap seats. Skarsgård now brings Twisted up to a vertical base. They stand face to face. Twisted though battles back. Another forearm smash and a kip up. But Skarsgård with some wherewithal on display as he rolls to the outside. Twisted not giving him a second to breathe, though, as he rolls out to join him, only to get kicked in the gut. Powerbomb position now, countered by Twisted as he punches at the head. And those long, luscious blonde locks mows over him with a double axe and now beats his chest like a wild animal, like a gorilla. Bringing him back into the ring because Skarsgård at least knows that he has to win in there. He knows that much. Punch to the chest and a boot to the side of the head. Back into the ring he slides, dragging Twisted's motionless carcass away from the ropes as he tries to bring him up, countering though whatever Eric was going for there. Twisted now looks to battle back, forearm smash met to the face though, now a choke slam, gonna bring him up high into a power bomb. Whew. The moves on display by Skarsgård. Oh God, what is this? Brings him up to his feet, wayside slam. Oh, that hurt my back. I think Skarsgård literally broke my spine just watching that move. But Skarsgård, instead of going for the pin, circles Twisted like a show. What a boot! Oh, I think he just kicked me in the face somehow. Gets the 3 count to Skarsgård. Oh my God. He kicked Twisted so hard in the throat, he made me choke. Holy shit, man. Eric Skarsgård, what a beast. I want to see that kick again. Jeez, man. Whew. Look at that wayside fucking slam, too. That was nasty. There's the kick right here, I think, coming up. Yeah, bam! Right to the throat. Eric Skarsgård, mama. Whose man is it? Wait a minute! Dallas Steel rushing the ring. Steel? What the hell, attacking Eric Skarsgård? That's the genetic perfection. We just saw him in action yesterday on Reality Wrestling. He made his debut. He got the win in a triple threat. Just locked in a half Boston Crab, and Skarsgård was in agony, tapping the canvas, but this isn't an actual match. He can't tap. He can't give up. Skarsgård just got done mauling Twisted, and now Dallas Steel rushing the ring, beating the hell out of him. Skarsgård, though, fighting back. And these two just specimens tearing into each other. Oh no. Dallas Steel. The genetic downfall. And Dallas Steel leaves Skarsgård unconscious in the middle of the ring. The genetic perfection with a statement made that he's the new beast around here on Genesis. Oh, mama, Christmas coming early, ladies and gentlemen. As in our tertiary main event, it is a first-time encounter, and I'm giddy, man. I'm excited for this. Elijah Stewart and MLP, the Alpha World Champion, 1-on-1. We now know this Sunday, the main event Exodus, Michael Lee Pratt will defend his Alpha World title in a triple threat against Elijah Stewart and Bob Luger after Click viciously took out Tim LaFay, breaking his arm. Remember, he was supposed to be at our main event later, but now Chris Andrews, the international champ, going to fill in for him. But MLP, guys, since cashing in Money in the Bank, defeating Luger at Death Wish, thanks to some help by Elijah Stewart, by the way, let's remember, has been unstoppable. 3 weeks, he's beaten 3 former world champions, Tim LaFave, Xander Slate, and last week, Reese Matthews. Will he make it 4 for 4? Will the Good Vibes Kid on the road to try to become a 2-time Alpha World Champion derail that train, toss it right off them tracks? I'll give you that one, Goat. That was good. That got me. Stewart making a promise to himself last week, guys, in an interview with Anthony Brown, saying that if he cannot win the championship main event of Exodus, if he can't walk out as a 2-time Alpha World Champion, he might have to take a step away. He doesn't deserve to be a part of the Genesis roster if he can't get the job done. Last week, coming off that loss against Shaquan Shea, this is really a must-win situation for Stewart. He needs the momentum bad, whereas this man just has momentum oozing out of him. The CMV Alpha World Champion, the man who people called a joke champion, a disgrace to the title. The CMV has every single week silenced them one by one. Tim LaFave, Xander Slate, Reese Matthews, all former world champions lined up and knocked down by Pratt. And Elijah Stewart in Pratt's sights to be the 4th as he looks to retain his belt this Sunday. Of course, the odds are against MLP. He won't even have to be pinned or submitted to lose his championship. But MLP, a fighter, he said come one, come all, the more the merrier. He's not afraid of a challenge, and that's something to respect. Of course, guys, this is just our tertiary main event. We still got Roderick Pullman battling Marketon. Of course, that main event 8-man tag match, Click taking on Vintage Josh Wolf and Chris Andrews. MLP certainly can't say he'd be lying if he did that Elijah Stewart wasn't part of the reason that he walked out of Death Wish as Alpha World Champion. Because remember, Pratt came down to the ring with the briefcase in hand. He cashed in, but it was Stewart who came up from behind on Luger, hit him with good vibes, and that's what MLP pinned Luger. The assist from Stewart. But now here we go. This is the first time ever these two are stepping in the ring together. Stewart, MLP, one-on-one. Ahead of this Sunday's triple threat, will they be joined by Luger when the title on the line, as right out of the gate you saw MLP with the show of power, just pushing back Elijah. As we get a tweet here, guys, from former undisputed champion Reese Matthews, says, can't wait to show that disgusting Brit and his band of merry men the bottom of my boot tonight. You have only one former world champion, we have 4. Hashtag we win. And Reese Matthews part of that big 8-man tag team match. Of course, Reese Matthews is going to be in action this Sunday. He's inside of Rage in a Cage with a chance to become Anarchy Champion. And Reese, of course, not acting like the Anarchy Championship is anywhere even near to the Undisputed title, but certainly holding around some gold, and he's not going to turn away from that. It means a bigger paycheck. It means bigger matches, you know? Maybe get some one step closer to one day becoming Undisputed Champion here, which is his ultimate goal. That's MLP with a wicked spinning back elbow takes out Stewart. Jawbreaker now closes in, goes for a discus forearm smash. Instead, a teardrop suplex by MLP. Stomp onto the back of the leg. Stomp down the lower spine. Elijah looking up at the lights. What the hell is he doing here? Drags him in position for a nice lion salt. Picture perfect, you could say. Now brought up onto his feet, man. Will Elijah Stewart become just another former world champion for MLP to plow over? Or can the Good Vibes Kid get a big win here? Somehow bring an end to Lee's momentum. If Pratt carries that, if he can beat Elijah here, he carries all of that momentum behind him. I don't see Luger or Stewart being able to stop him. I already know, even if Elijah does beat MLP here, I already know my chips are going into the corner of MLP. I cannot count this kid out. Can't count on Elijah either, though, as he tucks him into a pump handle right overhead with that suplex. Thought MLP was smiling. Punch to the midsection of MLP with a nice bulldog, simple but effective. In the end, it's all about those results, as now the Alpha World Champion goes out to the apron. What up, Maury, by the way? Beckoning for Elijah to rise to his feet. Ooh, slingshot right over for a crossbody. Oh, now to the knee. No, down the chest, rather. Knees over and over and over again. Drilling into the pecs. Brings him up to his feet, baby. This is your punch. The Good Vibes Kid dropped like a sack of stone as he bounces back up. Short arm shoulder block. Elijah doesn't stay down for very long. MLP rolling out to the apron, though. Smarts on display here. He knows that Elijah can't really touch him. As Elijah instead is going to taunt right in his face. Ooh! Drop to the outside. Oh. He glitched. He tossed it right back into the ring. And he actually still hit the elbow, too. The power of that elbow was so impactful that it just... Elijah. Oh, God, I'm crying. Got a little cheeky tear. The power of the dance. Now a power bomb. Just to show you that it ain't all fun and games. MLP now, though. Rotation neck breaker. I think we're at a count of, geez, I don't even know. I was laughing. Five count, guys. Oh, my God, MLP. What the hell is he doing? Oh, into the steel post. Oh, my God. Oh. Jesus. Elijah's back might have just been broken into pieces. And a count of 8. The Alpha World Champion brings the fight back into the ring. Elijah Stewart has not moved. Guys, there we go. There's that fighting spirit I know. And now the attitude adjustment. Elijah's rallying. His back might be throbbing. Forearm smash. Another forearm smash. Catchphrase. Oh no, Good Vibes! That very same maneuver that Elijah hit on Luger to pretty much hand the Alpha World title to MLP back at Death Wish. Down on one knee. Punch to the top of the head. The former Alpha World Champion. What the hell is this? Oh my God! KO forearm smash to the back of the head, and now Stewart looks to bring it all together, baby. Irish whip into the corner, cautiously approaches him, throws him to the outside of the ring. Elijah Stewart, what is he thinking up here? Nothing pretty, I assure you. The fans on their feet. Elijah Stewart through the ropes. DDT to the outside. This is awesome. The fans letting these two men know they appreciate what a slobber knocker they're putting on right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. From the top rope to the outside, 450 splash by MLP. Holy shit. My God, Elijah Stewart might be dead right now. This is, as the kids would say today, fire. And there's the kick to stardom by Pratt, who now hooks the legs. 1, 2, 3, and gets the win. 4 weeks. 4 former world champions, MLP. Steadily becoming, in his 1-month reign, one of the best Alpha World Champions of all time. 450 from the top rope to the outside, and then the kick to stardom does it for Elijah. What a match. What a win for MLP. Who can say that, Pratt? Who's left that can deny this kid? But this Sunday, there's certainly no denying that the odds are stacked against Pratt. He won't even have to be pinned. Elijah can pin Luger. Luger can pin Elijah for him to lose his title. But 4 weeks, 4 former world champions. Wow, what a match that was. Elijah Stewart falls short. Pratt knocks down another. Woo. What a match. What a win for MLP. Gumbel, don't look at his eyes. Look away, Gumbel, look away. As it is time for our co-main event, my friends, here before we get to the main event, that 8-man tag team matchup, click, all together for the first time, all in the same match, by the way, taking on vintage Wolf on the International Champion, Chris Andrews. Of course, Chris Andrews will be defending his title this Sunday at Exodus against Markintel, who won that #1 contenders match over Guri Sukhanov a couple weeks back. And it was last week that Chris Andrews was able to knock off Bob Luger via countout. After the matchup, Markintel would try to sneak attack Britt. That failed, but in the end, we realized it was all just a distraction as Markintel would then drop from the rafters. I can't even say if it was fake. I was ringside, I'll tell you, the smell wasn't pleasant. I think it might have actually been real blood. I don't know where Markintel would have gotten that much real blood, but he's Markintel. But just buckets of blood or whatever it was just drenching Chris Andrews in the ring. And Markintel saying, that's nothing compared to what I'll do to you at Exodus. Markintel does hold a clean victory over Chris Andrews this season as well, so Britt saying himself that he's not taking Markintel lightly, but there's no way he's walking out of the pay-per-view as international champion. Of course, guys, this Sunday, CMV for the first time ever goes down under. Exodus going to be emanating from Australia. And it is an absolutely stacked card, but here comes Roderick G. Polarman, who makes his Genesis debut. Had his first match a couple weeks ago when he knocked off D'Angelo Prince. And one thing you gotta know about him, don't look at his eyes. Bloody Justice Sultan. Coleman got to know what an opportunity this is to defeat the #1 contender for the international title, but stepping into the ring with a CMV veteran. Former Anarchy champion and a man who is hungry to get his hands, his big meaty claws on gold once again. The big red machine, the Archangel, Markintel, baby. Oh, look at those dank fades. I don't think I've ever seen danker fades. Who does Marcantel? By the way, what barbershop does Marcantel go to? I don't want to see Marcantel get a haircut. I want to see exactly what the situation is like. Because if he walked in my door, I owned a barbershop, he walked through the door, I'd be like, nah, we're closed. I'm actually going to be selling this barbershop today, so sorry, friend. But here we go. This matchup gets underway. RGP makes his Genesis debut against Marcantel, who immediately pushes him back and then a knee to the side of the head. Not a great start for RGP, who looks to battle back quickly, though, with a jawbreaker. I see. Marcantel frequents the Bloody Forest a lot, does he? Short arm clothesline now. And I'm sure Chris Andrews, despite the fact that he's up next in our main event, part of that big 8-man tag, he's got to be watching this one. Oh, did I get... Because like I said, it was just, what, last month Marcantel knocked off Chris Andrews in a one-on-one matchup. Clean. So Britt's got to do all... You know, Britt's not one for studying. He's one for lawyers and beating asses, but he'd be smart to do as much homework on Marcantel as he possibly can to find his weaknesses, if there are any. Let's look at this. Marcantel now viciously targets the arm with a knee drop right to the elbow. Polarman now down on one knee. Even someone like Marcantel has to watch out for the eyes of Polarman, though. Irish whip rebounds. Oh, just mowing right over him, like running into a brick wall. And that was stomped to the thigh. As Marcantel brings RGP up to his feet. Scoop slam attempt. Polarman, though, counters and a back. Ooh, suplex. Pulled off nicely. I think it's just Polarman's stare, you know, it's just some type of, like, I was walking backstage earlier before the show started and I walked by him. He was in catering. He was just holding a hot dog in his hand and staring at it. And I said, hey, Roger, what's up, man? Good luck in your main event. He just turned to me and looked at me, and it's like every bad thought I've ever had in my life just came rushing back. I almost wanted to, oh my God, Marcantel bringing the whole ring with him there. But suffice to say, I got as fast away from Polarman as I could. Did not want to stick around because he was giving me bad thoughts. I don't know what it is about his eyes. They just, they make you a bit crazy. Now a rake of the eyes. No, Polarman's not going to let you touch him. Arm drag, though, now. And Roger going to get helped up to his feet by Marcantel. That big old punch right to the face. And now back suplex. Shattering that spine there. Stomp down out of the arm. Polarman looks to battle back. Hey, fun fact. You know, RGP, the G stands for Giovanni. Some might not know that. Roderick Giovanni Polarman. European uppercut, though. Gonna stagger him. That was a... Wow. That punch. Single underhook face buster now. Polarman looks to capitalize. Goes for a scoop slam. Marcantel 300 plus pounds, though. Yeah, good luck. Gonna drag him up against the ropes. Marcantel's got something wicked in mind as he tosses Polarman to the outside of the ring. Oh, dear God. What the hell is Marcantel looking for here? Polarman to his feet. Might not even know where he is. Kick to the gut. No. Marcantel. Powerbomb position. Onto the apron. Oh. All the hardest parts of that ring coming together. Ooh, nice jawbreaker, though. Polarman somehow standing, somehow not paralyzed. Really? Paralyzed for life. Polarized. And now even in control of Marcantel as referee Perry White is at a count of 4, about to be 5. As RGP, I'd say, certainly doesn't want to lose his debut matchup via countout, but look at that, lost in the woods. Maybe he wants to win by countout. Hey, as Britt would say, a win's a win. It's a legit way to win. Tossed back into the ring, though. Doesn't want to see the matchup end like that. Polarman on the attack, brings Marcantel up to his feet. Goes for a Shiranui. Nice. I don't expect something like that from Polarman. Of course, we don't know very much about him, but he doesn't seem like the agile type to do something like that. Oh, now Pullman, what is this? Leaned up against the ropes. And a drop kick to the side of the head. Pullman now back into the ring. Hooks that tree trunk of a leg on Marcatel. Not enough to knock off the number one contender for the international title, though. Pullman with his hands on his heads. His hands on his heads. Yeah, multiple heads, I guess. Well, he does have two heads, you know. You know what I mean? No, his hands on his head, though. But unfortunately for him, Marcatel power bombs him to the deepest depths of hell right there. Now the big red machine. Down on one knee, has Pullman right where he wants her, or maybe not. Punch to the gut, Pullman with a slap down to the side of the face. I don't know if that's so smart against someone like Marcatel. Kick to the gut, counter after counter, reversal after reversal. These two, they can sense that the end is nigh, but only one of them can walk out the victor. Oh my God, the reversals, dude. We are in 1999. We are at a Reversal Fest right now. My goodness, backbreaker. Finally takes control. Oh, Russian leg sweep. Brought together nicely right there as Pullman turns to the audience and just takes a deep breath. Very creepy is Roger Pullman. Yeah, I don't think I would let him anywhere near my kids. What is this, though? Ooh! Ooh! DDT by Pullman! You see Marcatel pop up like it's two. What day is it? Hooks the leg now. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Pullman holding his own. I'm very impressed with everybody who's debuted tonight, man. Reese Ortiz against Pierre Thompson. Freaking Eric Skarsgård and Twisted. And it looks like Pullman was setting up for the eyes of Pullman right there. But Marcatel with a chop to the throat now. Good God, mauling. RGP goes for a choke slam, though. A couple elbows to the side of the head. And now Pullman with a kick to the gut. The eyes of Pullman. Into the pin. 1, 2. But only a 2 count. And Pullman seemingly in utter disbelief that Marcatel was able to kick out there. Look at these jabs now. This boxing aptitude being showcased. Oh, but that's enough, says Marcatel. Headbutt. RGP grab by the sides of his head. Goes for a hook to the jaw as Marcatel instead gets a forearm smash to the face. Now goes for a takedown. DDT instead spikes him like a football in the end zone. Marcatel not done. Goes for that choke slam. Again reversed by Pullman, though. And again goes to this combination of the backbreaker Russian leg sweep. Down on one knee. Roderick, you can tell he's tired. That gas tank's running on empty. Not giving in, though, as he grabs a hold of Marcatel for a lifting reverse DDT. Now brings him up to his feet. Has something in mind here. Taking overhead, though, with a fireman's carry. The number one contender for the international title. Most definitely would benefit from this win. Just days away from his bout with Chris Sanchez at Exodus. As once more, power bomb by the Archangel, the true Dark Lord. Hooks the leg. Will that do it? 1, 2, 3. Woo. The closeness of that pin right there. 2.99999. Oh, but now Marcatel says no mind, winding up the arm for the bow hammer. Hooks the leg, Pullman unconscious. 1, 2. What? Marcatel pissed off, gets in the face of referee Perry White, but it was only a 2 count. And that distraction of Marcatel arguing with the ref allows Pullman to regain control. Can he take it home? Lifting reverse DDT. Holy shiitake mushrooms now, Pullman. But that uppercut, chop to the throat, slap across the face. Pullman wants to... Oh. What? What is this? Pullman rebounding off the ropes. Marcatel on the outside. DDT! Suicide DDT! This Genesis, man, has been amazing. And now a ripcord knee strike. Marcatel getting that whopping right now, ladies and gentlemen. can of whoop ass has been opened. Marketel regains his awareness, shakes off the cobwebs from that DDT. Stomping away at the midsection. Parry away at a count of 5. Jawbreaker by Marketel to Pullman. Distance created. Irish whip back into the ring. Marketel going to follow suit. Perry White checking on Pullman to make sure he's alright. Still to compete in this match. Marketel don't waste no time. Another powerbomb. 3rd time in this match. Looking to break Bison's record maybe. Oh no, now a power slam. No, Pullman. Still with a little bit left in the tank. Back suplex. And now Pullman looks to bring home the bacon. Big win in his debut. Eyes of Pullman a 2nd time. Hooks that leg. 1, 2. And look at Pullman. He is absolutely beside himself. He can't believe it. He can't even fathom it. Look at this. After throwing the fit, right back on the attack. A 3rd time. Eyes of Pullman. Eyes of Pullman. Bust Marketel open. That's got to do it. 1, 2. Look at Pullman. I don't blame him. I can't even say anything. How do you kick out 2 back to back? Marketel not having it now. Perched up high. Takes a risk. Pullman thinking, I gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta try something different here. There goes for the brain chop. But look at Marketel's face, by the way. He is drenched in blood, completely covered. I can't even see his eyes. Well, look at Pullman. Going for a neck breaker here. Hooks that leg. Now just desperate as Pullman after every move. Gonna go for the pin, but he gets it! Roderick Pullman off that neck breaker out of the corner. Gets the win. Wow. What a debut victory for Pullman, knocking off the #1 contender for the International Championship. It wasn't easy. It took a lot. What a match, though. 2 of these back-to-back Marketel kicked out of. And now Marketel walks into Exodus with no momentum behind him, but you still can't count him out, especially after that showing. Showing how resilient he is. It's not going to be easy for Britt to retain his championship, but Pullman, what a debut. Don't look into the eyes. I got my hands up. Don't look, don't look. Alright, ladies, I hope your panties are on nice and tight, because it is time for our main event of the year here on Genesis number 105, and it is a blockbuster as Click takes on Vintage, Josh Wolf and Chris Andrews in an 8-man tag team matchup. And a tweet here, guys, from Amber Briggs says #rules. Of course, the most recent inductee into the Click, representing them over on Ferocity. But tonight, her boys are in action. Bob Luger, the World Tag Team Champion, Xander Slayton, Randy Borton, and the former Undisputed Champion, Reese Matthews, take on the #1 contenders for the world titles, Joey Bacon and El Jefe, Josh Wolf, and world champion, the Bloody Britt, who's filling in for Tim, was supposed to be the 4th man on that side for the Resistance. But, of course, it was Click brutally, viciously attacked, breaking his arm. in the parking lot before the show. And the reports from Castle Faye say that the medical the results are not great. Tim will most definitely not be making the Exodus this Sunday, which makes the main event now a triple threat for the Alpha World title. Bob Luger, Elijah Stewart, and MLP, of course, defending. And Cass has no idea when her son will be able to return. And I talked about it earlier, man. What a past 6 months. What a past couple of years for Tim and CMV. Finally, he gets another shot at the Alpha World title, and Bob Luger and his boys take that away from him. With Tim LaFave taken out, Vintage and Josh Wolf had to get together. Cass said they could find a replacement if they could in the time frame, and they did. Luckily, Bloody Britt was here. He wasn't even scheduled to be in action tonight, so luckily he was around. And he said, hell yeah, why not? Drink a couple of lagers, kick a little bit of ass. Click, of course, taking their merry time. I think my phone's probably going to die before this match ends. It's on 5% right now. Anytime Click, let's look at my watch here. There they are. They gotta make the universe wait. Draw it out. Oh, Borton, okay. They're taking turns. Borton front and center tonight. The Moo Man. Leading Bob Luger to the left. And of course his tag team partner that shares the gold with him, Xander Slate to the right. Reese Matthews is, I'm being told Reese is arguing with some guy in the gorilla position who doesn't believe that he's a former world champion. That's why he's not out here. But of course, Randy Borton and Xander Slate will be defending their world tag team titles against Vintage again this Sunday at Exodus. Thanks to a poll on the website, the fans voting for Vintage to get a rematch despite the fact that they lost last week to Click with the belts up for grabs. And Click said, hey, we beat you clean. How about we turn it up a notch? Allowing Vintage to pick the stipulation, Bacon and El Jefe choosing an elimination tables match, which means all four men will be active at the same time. There will be no pinch or submissions. The first team to be put through a table will win. So that means both members, by the way, of one team have to be put through a table, not just one. Hey, what up, Tomcat? If you would like me to spoil the results, just let me know. If not, I'll try to keep my mouth shut. Probably slip out, though, anyway. And Luger, of course, going to be involved in the main event this Sunday at Exodus, as he looks to become a three-time world champion. He's already bettered his odds at walking out of Australia with the belt once again by taking out Tim LaFave. A tweet from Reese says, this concession guy keeps telling me I'm not a former champion. Oh shit, my music. Reese has to get out here. His partner's waiting. Wait, what? Oh, Reese just came out. Reese is already out here, guys. Where'd he come from? He's just over here. Where did he, what? I guess he missed his cue. He just had to run out here. But here comes Vintage. Joey Bacon and El Jefe, who certainly showed their thanks to the CMV Universe for giving them that second opportunity this Sunday at the tag team titles. And how are Borton and Slate going to put someone the size of Bacon through a table, might I ask you? Vintage might have assured themselves walking out of Exodus with the gold. And of course, joining Joey Bacon and El Jefe is going to be the one and only vessel for Fenrir, Josh Wolf, who's in action for 2 weeks ago was the last time we saw him. He lost that main event to Borton. And these past few weeks has been turning up the notch a bit with Rey Furioso. Things getting pretty heated between them. And as I announced earlier on the show, in the Exodus pre-show, we will see Rey Furioso and Josh Wolf go one-on-one. But tonight, Wolf got to be focused, banding together with the resistance, if you will, to try to get one over Click. Josh Wolf, the inaugural and two-time Rising Star champion, has had a tough go of it lately. This season hasn't been spectacular for him. Now you could see him just slowly cracking more and more and more each and every week. Just allowing this friend rear to completely take over his mind. To the point where Josh Wolf really isn't even himself anymore. I could have sworn I was walking down the hall earlier and I passed by him. I said, "Hey, what's up, Josh?" And he barked at me. He said, "Huh?" I just kept walking though. I didn't look back. I wasn't about to stick around. I saw what Josh Wolf did to Reese Matthews. Or rather, what he did to all those security guards and policemen looking for Reese Matthews last month. Wasn't about to have that happen to me. Here we go, last but not least. Last second fill-in for Timmy Boy. Luckily, the Bloody Brit was around, the international champion, baby. Chris Andrews, of course, has his own shit going on. Got to defend his title against Markintel this Sunday. Chris Andrews last week got a count-out victory over Bob Luger. A whole week long, he's had to deal with people saying he didn't really win, but Britt keeps saying it's a legit way. I got the W, right? It's in the history books. It's written down. You know, I actually asked Chris Andrews about that. Because remember last week when he fought Bob Luger, he came out, he didn't have the title either. Earlier tonight, I spoke to him. I said, "Hey man, why are you coming out with your championship?" He said, "You kidding me? Every time I've held a title, people are trying to steal it. So no more of that." He's safekeeping in the back. He's not letting anybody try to connive and take that belt away from him again. But he is the international champion. As we see this match storm out break for Luger, who gets a punch up under the gut. That flings him back. The 500-pound Joey Bacon now with a discus clothesline. My phone just died, so rip any sort of tweets or anything like that. Rebound now. There's Bacon with a 500-pound frame down onto the spine of Bob Luger. Now brought up to his feet, Bacon just about tearing into Luger here, who finally makes a reversal. A little bit of life shown as now he tries to make that tag quickly to Xander Slate. And it was last week that Slate and Borton defended their World Tag Team titles against Vintage. And Xander Slate actually tapped out Bacon, but Bacon saying that he didn't tap. It was just the grease from Xander's hair made his hand slip, and the ref thought that he had tapped. Sounds like an excuse to me, but you never know what happens in that ring. Can't fathom. And either way, Vintage get their rematch this Sunday. And like I said, guys, I don't know how Slate or Borton are going to get someone the size of Bacon through a table. Vintage might have all but secured themselves the World Tag Team titles at Exodus. Another powerbomb by Bacon. He's tearing into every member of Click right now. Good Lord. These body slashes. And you also got to take into account the fact that Vintage were really dominating that World Tag Team title match last week, for the better part of it at least. Xander just got lucky, found an open. Borton hardly did anything. Xander spent the 98% of the time in the ring mauled. When he was able to find an opening, lock in that submission of his, and Bacon could not escape. As now Slate beginning to rally, drops a leg, but it looks like he hurt his lower back in doing so. Josh Wolf cheering on his tag team partners for the night. Oh, watch out, 500-pounder just knocked both Josh and Brett off the apron. Oh, but bad part of town, Xander. Better get back into that ring. I don't know if it's wise to be out here. Josh Wolf just trying to leap at him, lunge at him. With a hunger in his eyes, almost like he wants to tear his slate apart. Dropping the elbow to the lower spine. Count of 3. Chris Andrews just practicing on his stamina right now. Running every which way. Xander's got to get back in that ring, man. I don't know what part of him thought it was smart to be out here. Looks like Chris Andrews is going to try to throw him back on the ring. Count of 5. And we're going to get a vintage Brit with the count out. You know, Bacon wants to get the fight back on the ring, but Josh Wolf's legs are in the way. Count of 7. And they're just going to continue to throw slate. We can't have this end via count out. Jesus Christ. Rip in peace. There's the count of 8. Yeah, it's going to be a count out. We're going to have to restart it. We can't have this huge main event end by count out. Can't have it. Cass going to come out here and restart things. Nah, F that garbage. Cass comes out. Nah. Click not getting away that easy. Restart this match. Ring the bell. These men have a little bit of time to get back into the ring. Resituate themselves. We ain't having this big match end like that. Cass not about it. Not about Click trying to worm their way out. Keep themselves fresh for this Sunday. So now Bob Luger and Bacon. Once again the legal man in this 8-man tag. Of course, vintage Topher clause right there. I would do the email if my phone was still alive. Forearm smash though by Bacon. Ooh, and clapping the temples of Luger. Jeez Louise, the 2-time Alpha World Champion now getting clobbered with the closed hand to the chest. Somebody caved his lungs in. Good God. Now Bacon with a sit-out power bomb to Luger. Look at Josh Wolf is hyped about how this is going so far. But there's some life by Luger. Trips up the legs. And Bobby Boy now puts Big Ham in a sitting position up to one knee, and Bacon just about the same size of him on one knee. Nice swinging neck breaker, though, by Luger there. Nicely done. As the worked ethic Titan, baby, puts up the too sweet me sign. His good brothers on the ring apron, watching intently. Luger with a double-handed bulldog. Going to introduce Joey Bacon face first to the mat. As now Luger takes him for a cheeky little walk. Leads him up against the ropes. Careful, might bring down the whole ring with that slingshot. Reese Matthews arguing now with some fan in the front row who shouted out saying, "You're not a former world champion." Ooh, thigh slap. Luger just unloading on the 500-pound Joey Bacon right now. As somehow he's able to drag him to the middle of the ring. Elbow drop to the thigh, another 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 elbow drop to the thigh. 5 times in a row, tearing apart that leg. Luger now has Bacon in big trouble as we are showing some serious strength. Coney Island Cyclone. There's just the cherry on top for Click after taking out Tim, hitting his own patented finishing maneuver. But there's the back body drop by Bacon to let us know he's A-okay. Not for long. Bob Luger retakes control by tripping up Joey. Big Ham starts to stir, trying to get over to the ropes, get himself up to his feet. Now takes a hold of Luger's arm, snaps it over the shoulder. Irish whip, Luger put in the corner. That's nowhere fun to be as Bacon perhaps looks for the tag. Or, I don't know what he's doing. Just observing Bob Luger, getting a good look at him. Here comes Reese Matthews into the ring. I'm a former undisputed champion. He just wanted everybody to know. He just wanted everybody to know, just in case. And there goes El Jefe off the apron as now Luger takes down Bacon with a backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. Josh Wolf begging for the tag. Joey Bacon's closing in on tag, and here comes Josh Wolf. Ooh, who's just foaming at the mouth to get his hands on Luger. There's a forearm smash. Luger back to his feet. Front flip by Josh Wolf. Okay, I guess it got him off his feet. Another forearm smash. Now Luger brought up to his feet. Josh is good friends with both Tim LaFave and Cass, the general manager of Genesis, so you know he's wanting to get that revenge for his friend. That vicious DDT, but now Luger fires back with an arm drag. Josh Wolf down on one knee, punch to the top of the head. Nope, deflected by Josh. Gets a punch of his own. Maybe going for on the hunt or the jaws of Fredmere. Instead, he gets a suplex neck breaker. Joey Bacon back up onto the apron. Josh Wolf trying to get up to his feet as now he closes in. Wolf on the hunt. Question is, will that be enough to bring home the win? I was about to say bring home the bacon, but then I realized here comes Joey. Just about as close as it gets right there. Not enough, but Josh realizing he's in the driver's seat wants to keep it that way. Irish whip over the corner, maybe looking for a tag here. Oh no, some headbutts instead. Looking for blood. That's what Josh wants. He wants to make Luger feel the same pain that Luger's made him feel in the past. Now a slingshot leg drop. Watch out, a Jefe knocked off the apron. Josh Wolf slides back into the ring, not giving Luger a second to breathe, not a moment to try to retaliate. And another DDT, not as much oof behind it, but that time busts Luger wide open. The beach blonde-haired former two-time Alpha World Champion is in a whole world of trouble right now. He knows it. He makes a desperation counter. He's got to get over to make a tag to one of his teammates. None of them have been tagged in yet. Luger's been the legal man since the get-go. Misses that kick, though. Josh Wolf tries to shoot in and finish. We're going to get a dragon suplex instead, though. Tiger. No, dragon. I think it was dragon. That's right. I'm right. I'll never know. I'll honestly never, ever know. No matter how many times people tell me. But I can tell you what this is. A second taste of on the hunt. With blood trickling down his forehead. None of the other Click members who've been tagged into this matchup might be over. As Wolfie Boy hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Man. Look how Slate, Borton, and Matthews are all confident that Luger can kick out, though. That's that good brotherhood right there. Now Josh just grabbing Luger's leg and hand. There we go. Finally starts to drag him. And Josh looks to make a tag now. Back to Joey Bacon. Chris Andrews might not even do anything in this matchup. Just there to stand in, so it wasn't a handicap, I guess. Goes for a power slam. Luger wants absolutely nothing to do with it, though. He's got to make a tag, man. Luger, what you doing, brother? Oh, my God. Luger risking a fucking career-ending injury. They could snap his neck. They could break his back right there, but he gets off the air raid siren neck breaker in the end, and now face smash off the canvas. Not done with Bacon. Cracks him right in the jaw now. Shoots in for a grapple. Gets an arm drag instead. Jawbreaker. Bobby Boy closes in. Misses that jab horribly. Gets that punch there. Now one of the midsection. Backslide driver by Luger. The cardio maniac pulling out something new as Bacon looks to make a hot tag. And here comes this tag team. Oh no, here comes the Bloody Brand. I thought he tagged El Jefe. Instead, the international champion runs right into a neck breaker. You know, Luger would love to pin and defeat Chris Andrews here after Britt wormed away with the win via countout last week in their singles confrontation. Luger now shades of his Papa Lex with the torture rack neck breaker. Even though Luger has the upper hand right now, I would still make the tag to one of his partners. Oh, gonna bring the Brit to Suplex City. A maneuver that Andrews loves to hit on his opponents. Luger gonna give him a taste. Oh, here we go. Finally gonna get a tag. Who's it gonna be? Randy Borton, the Moo Moo Man, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, coming in nice and fresh. Let's see if he can get the job done for Click here tonight. A lot of momentum on the line in this one, heading into Exodus this Sunday, live from Australia. Down under. German soup. There we go. Now we're going to get a proper. Oh, no. What is this? Ooh. What a clothesline. Arm drag, though, by Borton. Former national champion. Two-time international champion. Two-time. Face-to-face they go. Couple of back elbows, though, by the Milkman. Sets himself free, unfortunately. Gonna catch a back suplex. That's not all. We're gonna get a German too. But wait a minute, there's more. As the Brit turns him about for a vertical. This 8-man tag team matchup raging on in our main event of Genesis number 105, 401 of CMV. Oh, what the hell? That was beautiful. Was that a catapult German suplex? And now, I think we all know what's about to be dished out. Hooks the leg of the milkman. Oh, there he is. What was he doing? 1, 2, only a 2 count. I think Perry White might have screwed Andrews over there. What was he doing over in the corner? Now Andrews and Irish Whip into the corner. Looks to make the tag to El Jefe, maybe, who hasn't been legal yet. Borton's going to deny it, though. Irish Whip into the corner. Oh, Bob Luger distracting Perry. Borton looks to make the tag back to Luger, who's glitching through the ropes right now. Jumps back in. Oh! Right to the back of the leg. Oh, man, they could have just snapped Britt's knee. That's a career ender right there. And now Luger landing! Bob takes advantage, hooks the leg of Britt while he's stunned. And Perry White just taking his time in this match. 1, 2, only a 2 count though. Of course, it's the Brit. Ain't gonna be one and done for him tonight. Luger now like a shark in the water smelling blood is circling him, but not sure where to close in as now he locks in a Rings of Saturn. Maybe looking to force Chris Andrews to tap out. It wouldn't be the first time that Andrews has tapped out to one of the Click members. He tapped out to Slate in the season premiere. A couple of elbows, though, frees himself there. Bob Luger still bleeding pretty badly from that cut on his forehead. Nice counter into the Russian leg sweep, though. And Luger thinking about making a tag, perhaps. No, goes for the legs of Andrews instead. Drags the international champion to the center of the ring. Rolls through much like he did to Bacon. Air raid siren and neck breaker about to be pulled off for the work ethic titan. Oh, and Luger's got another waiting. Looking to pull it out of his back pocket. Bob Luger with the Luger landing. Numero dos. And Britt is in big time trouble. I think Tober predicted it. Oh, but here comes Big Bacon to make the save. No! Born stops him! Oh, but Andrews at 2.99999. Look at that as Luger turns to the crowd and lets him know that's too sweet. Borton takes out Andrews to a downward spiral. Now Luger right back in to size him up. Here comes Jefe to try to help out. Yes, he does. Breaks up the Luger landing. That teamwork. Xander Slate begging for the tag. Luger makes it. And here comes the other half of the World Tag Team Champions. Flooring Britt with a clothesline. Big Boot attempted, but Britt sidesteps it. Now a chest bump and a clothesline right out of the ring. Drops him to the outside like a sack of stones. Slate not going to give the champ a second to rest, though. Brings him back up to a vertical base. Back in the ring, too. He knows Bloody Britt too well to keep him on the outside. Probably ends the count out. Couple of back elbows, though. Slate once more throws him back in. Elbow right to the throat. Reese Matthews giving Slate some room. Oh, yeah, baby, the bad guy. Wait, but Britt made a hot tag while Xander was taunting. Here comes El Jefe. And he just horribly misses a clothesline. Now Slate's going to capitalize. Kick to the guy. Cutter. Now Slate by Slate locked in. Slate by Slate locked in. Xander's got it cinched in. El Jefe be forced to tap out. He was able to escape it last week when it was just 2-on-2. Can he hear the look at Josh Wolf? No, El Jefe did not tap. He fought through the pain. You saw how scared Josh Wolf was. He was on the edge. Look at that, Salida del Sol by El Jefe. Straight out of the textbooks there, but Slate with a kick to the top of the head. Yeah. Kick to the midsection. El Jefe looks to pull off a leg drop to the back of the head with Slate draped across the middle rope. Xander now writhing in pain as El Jefe just goes nuts. What's he doing? Look at Corey Graves get up like, hey, well, you fronting, man? Or whomever that is. Whomever that handsome man is in the blue suit. Kicks out the knee. El Jefe now rebounding off the ropes. What is this? Spiked him. Alright, on the top of his cranium. With that Hurricanrana DDT. Britt back up on the apron now as El Jefe looks to get funky like a monkey. Oh, baby. Having a little bit of fun. The worm by El Jefe. Bam! Brings the chop across the chest. Lighting it up like the 4th of July. El Jefe not done though. Unfortunately for him, Xander is. Elbow to the midsection, shoots in for a takedown. El Jefe denies it. Headbutt now up against the ropes. Goes Slate. El Jefe with a close on to the outside. Here comes Luger to help out his good brother. Oh no, changed his mind. He said maybe I will, but instead El Jefe with a spaceman plancha. Throws caution to the wind. And just all of his body weight just tossed out at Xander. Joey Bacon watching on, as is Britt, but they got to be careful. If they get too involved, it could result in a disqualification. El Jefe now goes for a scoop slam, maybe. But Xander drops down for a reverse DDT on the outside instead. Those pads offering little to no support. It's going to hurt. And now Xander with a stomp across the face. Those dirty heel tactics. Stomp to the nether region as well where the sun don't shine. The OG dirty heel face first goes El Jefe. That face is already mauled a bit. Doesn't really matter. Count of 5, guys. And we are getting dangerously close to perhaps a count out here. Xander working on the leg of El Jefe. Knows that El Jefe is a high flyer. A very agile man. Loves to use his feet. That's strategy right there by Slate. I think we're at a count of 6, guys. Go to the jaw. Xander from behind. El Jefe counter whatever he was going for, though. Oh, Xander. What? I don't know what that was. Oh, God. Here we go. Oh! Yes! Vintage still for El Jefe back into the ring. Makes the 10. Wait, that was a 9. Oh, I thought it was at 9. Ooh, then that close call. I thought El Jefe was to get the count out win. But no, the tag to Josh Wolf. I guess I was off. This match continues. Xander on the line there, though. That's about as close as it gets. And a snake eyes from Wolf to Slate. Oh, and a hot tag to his partner, Borton, though. Here comes the Milkman, who defeated Josh Wolf one-on-one a couple of weeks ago. Gonna take out Josh with a tornado DDT. Wolf stunned, and now Borton closes in, licking his lips as he sizes up his prey. It's Borton who's on the hunt with the Borto win tonight. Hooks the leg. Will that do it? 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. So close. Just one slap to the mat away. Perry Heenan, though, has his eyes on the prize to get Sanders still down. Luger not looking great on the apron there. Things are looking pretty good for the Resistance as he hooks the leg to Josh. After that nasty STO, Slate back up on the apron. Reese has not been tagged in yet, by the way, guys. The former undisputed champion, the only man who has not fought yet. Josh Wolf looks very important up to his feet instead of back up into the midsection. Punches Josh over in pain. Borton looks to seize the opportunity. Slaps the temple, so does Josh. Josh not quick enough, though. Borton with a front headlock. And just going to make him smell his armpit, I guess. Borton lets go. Now he shoots in for, grabbing a whole lot of coconuts there, you know. Lateral press. Only a 1 count, though. Borton with a stomp down to the back of the head. This has been a hard-hitting 8-man tag team matchup. Now a tag to Reese Matthews. And these two have a whole lot of history this season. Oh, Gumbel, how do you feel? Reese gets tagged and immediately tags out to Bob Luger like, nah, I don't really feel like it. And now Luger gonna get caught with a 3rd on the hunt. That was too good. Wolf hooks the leg. This would feel so good for him. But Reese actually does something useful finally. Breaks up the pin and knocks out Perry White. Now a tag to El Jefe too. Bob Luger, blood covering his face. Staring up the lights, might be in La La Land. Here comes Borton to try to help him out, and he does. Punch in the gut of a Hefe, drops him off the second turnbuckle. That might have been a pin situation there, but Perry White is still down. Instead, El Jefe brings Luger up to his feet. Back body drop instead. El Jefe right onto his ass. Luger now just stomping away at the knee. Grabbing him by his head. Vertical base now. Snap German suplex. Just about as good as they come. Stomp down onto that lower spine. The work ethic titan. The cardio maniacs had enough. Look at that. Emotions boiling over as he just hammers away. The kick on the way out just for good measure. Luger still not finished. Fireman's carry position. Nothing sweet about to come his way. El Jefe, the last second, able to reverse into a DDT. Bob Luger has taken a whopping in this matchup. Still can't believe Reach just immediately tagged out. Oh, no, no, no. El Jefe, the Arriba man. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Bob Luger about to get a face full of that fish dick. First time Luger's tasted that. I think he's hoping the last time. Right back up to his seat. Geez, talking. Oh, hook! Line, watch out, Josh, it boy, and so action roll. And El Jefe just taking a tumble as Luger closes in. Chop to the throat. El Jefe was waiting for him. Claps the temples. El Jefe stunned. Luger with a stomp to the pec. Now locking in another Rings of Saturn. He's got it locked. Now he does. Well, Jefe be forced to submit here. He barely was able to survive the Slate by Slate earlier in the matchup when Xander had it locked in on him. Oh, looks like El Jefe was able to break free. Yeah, there we go. Gets the arm out. Now a couple of elbows to that gash on Luger's head. Forces him to break the hold. And Reese Matthews jumping off the apron. Jawbreaker. Luger with a kick to the gut. Oh! Too sweet! Luger landing! Oh, baby, in the corner of Click. Makes the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Click are the victors. Wow, what an 8-man tag team matchup, but Luger, with the Luger landing to Jefe in the corner of Click, Bort was able to stop Joey Bacon from making the save, and Click get the win heading into Exodus this Sunday. What a war we just witnessed there. Oh, mamma mia, but Click rise above, and it is too sweet tonight. Reese Matthews, Reese definitely the MVP of that match, right? It's universally recognized, yeah? Reese Matthews definitely pulled his weight there. Got tagged and immediately tagged out. Ah, but the Brotherhood stands tall over their many enemies as Genesis closes out, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, thank you guys for joining me. If you do like what you saw, make sure you drop a follow if you're not already so you know when I go live. That Genesis was a bit crazy. People were kicking out of way too much stuff there. A lot of great matches, though. And, of course, this Sunday is the Genesis exclusive pay-per-view Exodus from us. If he's ever going to go down under. And it is absolutely stacked card. 5 championship matches, 3-time first matchups. We have a elimination tables match. Slayton Borton defending against Vintage Joey Bacon and El Jefe. We have a lumberjack match, John Reed and Dave Turner. And, of course, the Rage in a Cage, Armageddon Hell in a Cell with 30 minutes on the clock. Whomever has the most pin submissions by the end of that time limit will walk out with the win. And, of course, the main event, Alpha World Championship on the line. Bob Luger, Elijah Stewart, and the champion MLP, and a whole lot more. If you would like your call featured on CMV, you're more than welcome. ! Join in the chat. We'll give you a link. CMVWrestling.com is our website. All you have to do is register. It only takes a couple of minutes. Just choose the username and password, and bam, you are in. ! CMV in the chat. We'll let you know a little bit more about us if you're curious. And, of course, as always, all the past episodes are on my YouTube channel, which is linked on my Twitch info page if you want to check those out. So thank you guys for joining me. That was a pretty wicked double stream today, and I hope to see you this Sunday.